You're listening to the Poised Powerhouse Podcast. My name is Dr. Seida Hood, and I'm obsessed with empowering women like you with practical life strategies to live authentically without compromising your wellness. I used to be caught up in the hustle hard mentality until I learned that my quirky little traits I thought weren't that important actually turned out to be the secret sauce I needed to step boldly into my purpose and create impact, not only in my life, but so many amazing women around me. Organizing your schedule, launching impactful programs, redefining leadership without code switching or compromise, and stepping boldly into your God-given assignment are all topics we'll discuss here. Think of this podcast as that Sunday brunch with your girls that feels so therapeutic you can't wait to get to it. But let's clarify, this is not a substitute for a relationship with a licensed therapist. All right, grab your notebook and your coffee or your tea. We don't discriminate over here. And let's start the show. Welcome back for another episode of the Poised Powerhouse Podcast. My name is Dr. Seida Hood, vision architect, executive leadership consultant, and licensed therapist. Welcome back for another moment of sips and stillness. This afternoon, I am sipping on an iced Forte from Nespresso. Real smooth, real cozy light. And honestly, I'm feeling clear and a little bit fiery. Yes, she's giving fiery. Because we need to have a real conversation about something that's been floating all over the internet like it's the gospel, the soft life. Yes. Because we need to have a real conversation about something that's been floating all over the internet like it's the gospel. And that's the soft life. Yes, boo, you heard me. The soft life. I know that you all saw that I hosted Showing Up Softly, but I want to be clear. Showing Up Softly is not the equivalent of the soft life. And more on that in future episodes. But listen, don't get me wrong, okay? I love a good plush robe, a good candle moment, just like the next Poised Powerhouse, okay? But there is this version of soft life that is floating around that's solely about aesthetics and no healing. So I want to ask you a question. What do you need to release today in order to receive? Maybe it's the pressure to look like peace when you are still secretly spiraling on the inside. Let's breathe in and breathe out. All right. Let me paint this picture. You post your morning routine. You got the matcha, you got the robe, you got the diffuser going. It's giving soft, okay? But in the back of your mind, you are already spiraling through your to-do list. You look soft, but you feel like you're drowning. Here's what I know. The soft life, according to the version that is on the internet, floating around with the aesthetics, the beige aesthetics. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. I could not hold that back. But for real, this beige aesthetic soft life has just become another performance, another thing to perfect. And honestly, we don't need another look. We need strategy. In this episode, I am pulling back the curtain on why the soft life aesthetic ain't gonna save you from burnout, Bookie. How hustle shows up in sneaky, silk-wrapped ways. Because yes, even those girlies that are selling the soft life are still hustling. And what it means to really live soft from the inside out. Notice I did not say soft life. What it means to live soft from the inside out. This episode is brought to you by the Affirm Up Journaling Experience, your 7-day soft reset for your mind. Because sometimes, boo, it's not about doing more. It's about hearing yourself clearly. If your inner voice has been sounding a little like hustle, loud, anxious, and never satisfied, it's time to shift that narrative. Affirm Up gives you daily journaling prompts and powerful affirmations designed to help you reconnect with God's peace, truth, and His intention for your life without the pressure. You can start today for free, and it's less than 5 minutes to complete each exercise. Just head to detox.hustlerehab.co/affirm and start speaking softly to yourself again, or hit the link in the show notes, because your worth, it was never meant to be measured by your productivity. Let's get back to the show. We're out here chasing softness like it's an antidote to burnout. And honestly, in a way, it is. But the problem is we've started performing the soft life instead of living it. That's part of what showing up softly was about when I hosted the workshop. Because let's think about this together. You bought the robe, you bought the diffuser, you moved your morning meeting to 10 a.m., but you still can't sleep. Your jaw still feels tight. Your body still carries tension like it's clenching, and you calling it rest. But in reality, it just feels like pressure rebranded. Here's what I need you to hear, and I need you to understand that I'm coming from a place of love. Your nervous system does not care how pretty your routine looks, okay? It doesn't care if your bath water has rose petals in it, if you take a picture of your journal on some fancy deck. It cares if you feel safe. It cares if you stop tying your worth to how much you can prove, fix, or produce in a day. And that, boo, that is deeper than aesthetics. Slowness does not equal sustainability. You can slow down the pace of your day, but if the pressure that you're feeling hasn't changed, that's not softness. That's just survival mode in slow motion. It's still hustle, dressed up in neutral tones and fluffy little socks that feel good. Have you ever been in a spa, but you couldn't stop thinking about your inbox? Have you ever taken a nap but woke up feeling more anxious than before? That's because you are not actually in a new rhythm. You're still dancing to hustle's beat. Okay. You like, teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to A. You just hit a slower remix. So it's not softness, it's hustle in heels and silk. It's hustle in aesthetically pleasing colors. It's hustle in neutral. And it's cute, but it's costing you. Here's how hustle is still running the show. You feel guilty when you cancel things, even when your body is begging you to rest. And I say it all the time. You have to choose to build in rest sustainably, because if you don't rest, baby, let me tell you something, that body is going to make you rest. Okay? You tell yourself, once I finish this one more thing, then I'm going to finally rest. But that thing turns into 5 more things. You try to rest, but you still scrolling, you still planning, you still mentally organizing something just in case. Ooh, baby, I know I'm in your business right now, honey, because you ready for me to move past this part of the episode, ain't you? Ain't you? You like, girl, you keep saying the same. I keep saying the same thing because you keep doing the same thing. You need to hear it multiple times because you keep listening to these episodes and you still doing it. I love you though, but you still doing it. You gotta stop doing it, okay? And I'm gonna tell you the reason why you keep doing it. You keep doing it because you shame yourself for not doing enough, even when you are trying to actively heal. Let's be real. I want you to think about this. You've even judged other people for actually resting. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you've judged other people for resting because a part of you is still wired to equate stillness with laziness. See how that's a deep-rooted belief right there? Society put that in our heads. So much so that not only can you not rest, but you're judging other people for resting too. Like that when you be running around doing everything and then your husband sitting on the couch and you like, why you, okay, I'm out your business, girl. I'm out of your business. Almost. Not yet, but almost. And honestly, babe, if any of that hits you in the gut, I see you. I see you. And you know, I say it all the time. There is no shame in here, love. Okay. That's exactly why this next season is about recovery, not just rest. This was the whole motivation for showing up softly. Softness without strategy is chaos in cozy clothing. Okay. Softness without strategy is chaos in cozy clothing. It might look peaceful, but without structure, you're literally just floating. True softness doesn't mean that you don't have structure. It means that your structure supports your actual soul care, not just your schedule. That's exactly why I created the Hustle Rehab. And the Hustle Rehab is not another course. It's not another productivity plan in disguise, boo, I promise, because you don't need another one of those. But as a whole healing experience that gives ambitious women the tools, the rituals, and the rhythms to actually live in alignment with their faith, their values, and honoring their capacity. Okay. I am not here to help you perform rest better. I'm here to help you actually feel it, embody it, and protect it because it is essential to your purpose. And the soft life, that's not the destination, okay? The goal is sustainable wellness with sacred God given strategy on how to live your life. Soft and structured, gentle and grounded, rested and still reaching for our goals. And we start building that foundation now, okay? The doors for the Hustle Rehab open in the summer of 2025, but the healing, the clarity, baby, that starts today, okay? This week, I want you to sit with this question. Where am I performing softness instead of practicing it? And be real with yourself, love. No judgment, no shame, just awareness. Because when you name it, you can actually shift it. And I want to give you a soft power move now. I want you to choose one part of your day to pause without guilt. No productivity, no perfection, just presence. Whether it's 5 minutes or 15 minutes, I want you to practice Selah. That's a sacred stop, that deep breath, that letting go. And if your self talk still sounds like hustle, I want you to start there. I have a journaling experience called the Affirm Up journaling experience that was made for this moment because how you speak to yourself, how you heal actually matters. You know those little things that just nourish your heart, mind, and soul? Those little gems dropped in your week that make all the difference in your day, but are seemingly unimportant? Like the person who went out of their way to do something nice for you, or that amazing sermon on YouTube that just hit exactly like you needed it to? Well, I'm sharing my weekly nourishment with you. And if there's something that nourished you this week, I'd love to hear about it by tagging me on Instagram at Dr. Seida Hood or dropping a comment underneath this episode. Here we go. Here's your weekly nourishment for this week. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Philippians 4:5. Your softness don't make you weak, boo. It makes you whole. Gentleness isn't passive. It's power under submission. Let that sink in. When you are gentle with yourself, whew, baby, listen. That's when the shift starts, okay? That's when God gets space to move because you've surrendered. If this episode stirs something up in you, don't keep it to yourself, Bookie. Don't do that. Don't. don't keep it to yourself. Screenshot this episode and tag me at Dr. Seida Hood on Instagram and tell me your biggest takeaway. I love seeing what stands out to you. And if you are craving a small but powerful shift right now, grab the Affirm Up journaling experience. It's a 7-day experience of intentional prompts and affirmations to help you stop spiraling and to start speaking to yourself with softness and truth. And it's going to take you less than 5 minutes a day. You can grab that at detox.hustlerehab.co/affirm or click the link in the show notes. And for my girlies that are sitting there like, okay, Dr. Seida, you in my business today, girl. Good. Because the hustle rehab is coming this summer. And if you're ready to actually break up with grind culture and build new rhythms that honor your values and your energy, trust me, Bookie, you need to get on a wait list today. Okay. Go to learn.themillioncollective.com/THRW or click the link in the show notes. This is a soft, sacred shift that you've been waiting for. And I cannot wait to experience this moment with you. Again, if you enjoyed today's episode, share the love. Share with your mama, share with your auntie, share with your best friend, because you know you and your bestie boo need to be up in the hustle rehab together, okay? And when you're done, head on over to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. Reviews help the podcast to grow. Well, that's all I have for you today. I'll see you out in these social media streets. Bye.